Altantuya Shaariibuu, a 28-year-old Mongolian...
It sparked headlines around the world. The horrific murder of a young Mongolian woman, shot and blown to smithereens with military-grade explosives. 2 Malaysian Special Forces policemen were convicted of her murder, but it's suspected the killing was linked to the highest office in Malaysia.
I'm circumstantial victim. I'm scapegoat like this. That's why I'm telling the truth. I'm using me, scapegoat.
In this world exclusive, convicted murderer Sirul Azhar Umar is speaking out for the first time.
Who ordered this murder?
Okay, many years people in my country waiting about who's give the order. But until now, I'm gonna tell.
What he reveals will send shockwaves across Malaysia.
Azila told me this is special operation for Deputy Prime Minister Mr. Najib.
In this episode of 101 East, the former policeman speaks from Australia, protesting his innocence, claiming he was a scapegoat, and tells of being paid large sums of money to exonerate the former Malaysian Prime Minister Najibom Razakom.
Three murderers and several sex offenders are among 81 people back in the community across the country.
A hitman who murdered a pregnant woman.
One's a murderer who killed a pregnant woman, then blew up her body.
On November 8, in a landmark decision, Australia's High Court ruled it was illegal to indefinitely detain foreigners who couldn't be deported, and ordered the release of more than 90 people. One of them was convicted murderer Sirul Azhar Umar.
Border Force and Immigration rang me. Omar, pack up your belonging and now you release.
What does it feel like to be outside after almost 9 years?
Wow, amazing. I'm thankful God and thankful government of Australia release me. I'm really, I'm not expect. Now I'm here. I hope community Australian accept me here, who I am. I'm not bad person.
In 2009, the former Malaysian policeman and his superior officer, Azila Hadri, was sentenced to death for the gruesome murder of a 28-year-old Mongolian woman, Altantuya Shaariibuu, a mother of 2 and an interpreter. In October 2006, she was driven to the outskirts of the capital, Kuala Lumpur, where she was shot.
Let me go! Shut up, you bitch! Don't do this!
Their military-grade explosives were strapped to her body and detonated. Umar's conviction was overturned in 2013, but when it was reinstated on appeal 2 years later, he was thousands of kilometres away in Australia. An Interpol red notice led to his arrest, with authorities detaining him for overstaying a tourist visa. But Australian law prevents the extradition of anyone facing execution. So for the past 9 years, he was held at Sydney's Villawood Detention Centre, where he passed the time gardening and painting.
I'm painting with my mind, my soul. Like this example like this from my village, take it me another world outside from detention.
Now free, he's speaking out for the first time.
I'm just, what they call that, government using me, scapegoat. I'm circumstantial victim, honestly. I'm joined police 19 years old, teaching me tough discipline about obey to superior, which means yes sir, yes sir, yes sir, and never say no.
In 2006, Umar and his superior, Azila Hadri, were bodyguards for Malaysia's then Deputy Prime Minister, Najibom Razak. Najib's defence advisor and close confidant, Razak Baginda, had an affair with Altantuya.
Razak!
She was harassing him for money, so he recruited Azila to deal with her.
Yeah, Azila told me like this is a special operation for Deputy Prime Minister on that time, Mr. Najib. And then I said, this is true? He said, yes, true. And then he said, follow me. And I just obey because he is my superior.
So Azila told you the orders were coming from Najibom Razak?
I remember on that time he told me just this is work for Prime Minister Najib.
Right, but nothing about Razak Baginda?
After that, Azila told me the condition is a girl disturbing Razak Baginda. And then on that time, I asking who's this person, multimillionaire. I just know multimillionaire. And then he said, this girl disturbing Razak, like that. Razak have good relation with Mr. Najib, like that. I don't know Razak position, I don't know.
Razak Baginda brokered a $1 billion submarine deal between Malaysia and France that was signed off by Najib in 2002. Alleged kickbacks worth more than $150 million to companies linked to Baginda are still under investigation by French authorities. Altantuya had travelled to Paris with Baginda. Anti-corruption activist Cynthia Gabriel telling 101 East in 2015,
there were receipts and air travel documents of both Razak Baginda and Altantuya. The link with Altantuya in the Scorpion submarine may have been informal, at the least. But it did not preclude the fact that she may have known many of the details of the procurement.
Before she was murdered, Altantuya sought police protection, giving this statement.
I'm just a normal girl trying to meet my lover who lied to me, who promised me many things, but now want to put me in jail or kill. If something happened to me, please check with this person.
That night, she was kidnapped from outside Baginda's family home by Sirul Umar, Azila Hadri and Azila's girlfriend, who was also a police officer. But contrary to his police statement, which the court deemed involuntary, Umar says that's where his role ended.
I didn't do murder, but yes, I'm involved. I get him from Razak Baginda house, yes. On that time, still alive. And then I gave to Azila. And that I do nothing. I don't know nothing. Too many things, this political game involving in this, my case. So I'm circumstantial victim because I'm just last post, I'm just sergeant. I have my superior, chief inspector. And then I have another one, Razak Baginda. He's multi-millionaire, close with Mr. Najib.
Razak Baginda was charged with abetting Altantuya's murder, but unlike the two policemen, he never faced trial, the committal court finding he had no case to answer.
Razak Baginda happy going to Turkey everywhere, holiday. But me and Azila keep it in the dock. I spent time, you know, almost 7 years in my country and spend time again in Australia. I have son, you know, daughter and family. Family sacked me, you know, after second time I'm convicted. This is unfair for me. Some people call kangaroo court. Kangaroo court, yes, you can pay. If you have more money, you pay, you release. But I had no money on that time. How can I pay?
But a press conference during Baginda's committal hearing caused a sensation. A private investigator he hired to protect his family was introduced by then opposition leader, now Prime Minister, Anwar Ibrahim.
Recently, one of the witnesses in the Altantuya trial approached us with detailed information of the events connected to her disappearance and murder. The information was shocking.
In a statutory declaration, the PI, known as Bella, claimed Altantuya told him she had an affair with Najib, who then introduced her to Baginda, and that she was promised $500,000 for assisting in the submarine deal. According to his lawyer, Amarik Sidhu, Bella also alleged that Najib spoke to the Inspector General of Police the morning Baginda was arrested.
Razak Baginda had received an SMS on his phone that very morning saying, be cool, I'm seeing the IGP at 11, everything will be resolved.
The evening after Bella's press conference, Najib fronted the media.
I never met her at all. I'm not worried because the truth will prevail, and I believe in the system. I believe that I've not done anything wrong, so therefore there's nothing to be worried about.
Jailed for 12 years in 2022 for corruption and abuse of power, the former Prime Minister has always denied any role in the murder.
I am totally innocent of the Altantuya case. Absolutely.
But Najib acknowledges he instructed his brother to threaten Bella.
Why did your brother get involved with forcing Bella to change his statutory declaration?
Bella was making a lie. He was making a wild allegation, baseless allegation.
But he'd
so
written a statutory declaration saying she'd had an affair with you, that you'd introduced her to your defence, and that she was owed money. She was promised from a corrupt submarine deal.
I have no knowledge of her. I have not met her.
According to Sirul Umar, Najib loomed large in his case and beyond Malaysia.
2 courts convicted you of murdering Altantuya. Why should people believe you're not guilty?
First court, High Court convict me, and then after that, Appeal Court, I'm won case. So which means in that trial not really strong evidence to convict me.
But the police found blood-stained slippers in the car. They found Altantuya's jewellery in the pocket of a jacket in your wardrobe, and evidence your car went through toll gates that led to the scene of the crime. How do you explain that evidence?
I don't know about the evidence. I'm thinking this is all planting.
So you didn't leave the slippers in your car? Or the jewellery in your jacket?
I said no. This is planting. Honestly, I said this is planting.
But then you were reconvicted in the higher court.
Yes, on that time, Prime Minister is Mr. Najib. And then have nobody guilty.
So are you saying that Najib Razak interfered in the courts to overturn the not guilty decision?
I'm just gonna say might be, because I already know about Malaysia country. I've been before with 2-3 prime minister like that. And then until now, look at that, who's helping me here? Government of Australia, not Malaysia. I'm really upset about this, you know.
Wanawani's contacted a representative for Najib Razak, who said he could not be reached for comment. In January 2015, just days before he was arrested in Australia, Umar sent a text message to a politically connected Malaysian businessman, Abdul Salam bin Ahmed.
Greetings, boss. I am in difficulties here. I want 2 million Australian dollars before you come to meet me. I need to guarantee the future of my child here. After that, I want 15 million and I will not return to Malaysia. Not ever. I won't bring down the PM.
Not my idea. I know this is wrong thing, you're doing wrong. but have instruction from Mr. Salam.
4.5 hours later, Salam responded with, "They want to discuss."
Who's the they? Is that Najibom Razak?
Yeah, is that Najibom Razak? Point to get some money or something from Najib.
Salam didn't respond to our request for comment. A year later, as Najib was under pressure to resign over massive graft, from detention, Umar recorded and circulated a video exonerating the former Prime Minister of any involvement in Altantuya's murder.
Datuk Sri Najib Abdul Razak langsung tidak ada terlibat dan tidak ada kaitan di dalam kes. This order to make the video is from my solicitor.
So it was your lawyer who asked you to do the video?
True.
So you were told what to say in the video?
Yes, true.
Siril's lawyer is Hasnul Razoor Merican, a stalwart of UMNO, the party that ruled Malaysia for more than 60 years until billions of dollars of criminality brought down Najib's prime ministership in 2018.
My solicitor offering me a lot of money to me if you do a video statement for Mr. Najib, like that. Yeah.
And how much was he offering?
Big money in Malaysian ringgit. Yeah, around million ringgit Malaysia.
An amount equivalent to more than $200,000. And Umar says no money ever flowed the other way.
I never pay nothing for solicitor in Malaysia and Australia as well. So which means they just politic game these cases and using me, really using me. I'm still silent, never say nothing.
So who's paying your lawyers?
I don't know.
You must have an idea.
I don't know, maybe important person, you know, somebody.
Lawyer Hasnul Merican did not respond to our requests for comment.
Were you ever paid money after the murder to remain silent?
Yes, I do, because I have no work, nothing, no choice. So they offering and then give me some money I spend for my son, you know, because I love my son. My son gonna growing up here, you know, spend a lot of money, study here, everything, and my daughter as well.
But once again, he puts the onus on his lawyer to reveal who is behind the payments.
But where does the money come from?
I can't comment because I don't know. All this from my solicitor.
So the money goes to your solicitor,
yes,
and then you receive the money?
Yeah, I'm receiving money, honestly.
So you don't know who gave it to you?
I don't know who.
Right.
I'm sorry to say.
Why did they give you the money?
Oh, why?
What did you have to do in return?
Maybe have something, hiding something, you know, or to protect something, you know. Until now, I have somebody like a control with me. Omar, you don't talk, you keep silent. This is Australia. Anybody can talk, isn't it? So I take position, I talk the true thing. Because I want to expose and then telling the truth now. I want to build new life in Australia. I don't want talk lie here.
But who specifically, who did they not want you to talk about?
Honestly, I'm gonna tell here specifically to protect former Prime Minister on that time, Mr. Najib. So that's it. My answering.
Now reunited with his 23-year-old son, Umar is trying to enjoy his newfound freedom in Australia's capital, Canberra. Just 2 days out of detention, Umar has no tracking device or curfew requirements, as have since been imposed by the Australian government. And he tells us he's already had meetings with a Malaysian police intelligence officer attached to the country's embassy.
Yes, yesterday I met with a police officer here because like us friends, have messaging conversation as well. I'm respect all over my police officer, you know.
And what did they say to you?
He said, Minister of Foreign Affairs rang him and then asking him how's Umar safely or not for Canberra community. And then he said, surely safe.
So the Australian Minister for Foreign Affairs rang the embassy to see whether or not you were safe in the community?
Correct. He told the Minister of Foreign Affairs about me, you know, which means, yeah. If people thinking I'm bad, I don't know. I'm really upset about, look at in news everything bad about me. So community here really scared about me. Umar is dangerous person. How dangerous Umar?
Neither the Australian Foreign Minister nor the Malaysian High Commission responded when asked for comment. Since his release, a debate has erupted in Malaysia around extraditing him. But according to Umar, that wasn't raised by his police contact.
No, they never say nothing about extradite. I'm already told him, you know, I don't want to go back. You know, please give me second chance. And then I'm appeal, please help me as well, you know, because I'm former policeman. I'm still cooperate with my police government. Keep relationship.
So you're still very much involved, you still contact the embassy here?
Yes, still contact with my group. I have group WhatsApp, around 300 people. My friends all from special unit.
I opposed that application for reasons...
As Umar photographs the nation's Parliament House, a storm rages within over the release of him and other convicted criminals.
The Albanese Labor government has, following a High Court decision, released 80 hardcore criminals into the community. This includes a pedophile who raped a 10-year-old boy, a hitman who murdered a pregnant woman and blew up her body with military-grade explosives.
The Commonwealth argued against the release of these people.
Right.
Some of these people have committed disgusting crimes. And I can tell the Parliament that there is one single focus, and that is the community safety of the Australian citizens who elect us to this Parliament.
But the opposition immigration spokesman, Dan Tian, is demanding more, that Malaysia take responsibility for its citizen.
I think he needs to go back to Malaysia, and so I would ask the Malaysian government to drop the death penalty so that we can send him back.
It's the last thing Umar wants to happen.
Saya merasakan berbahaya di sana kerana saya sedia maklum di sana memang tidak selamat untuk saya pulang. Apa pun terjadi, saya ingin membina hidup di bumi Australia bersama anak saya di sini. I'm appeal to community here, please accept me. I promise my son and me never ever breach law here. I follow everything. Please accept me who I am here. I love Australia really, from my heart, from my soul. Give me second chance. One more thing, I'm gonna apologize with the family of deceased, you know, Altantuya, you know. Please forgive me, you know. That's it.
But forgiveness may be hard for Altantuya's family to find. Her two sons grew up without a mother. The younger, severely disabled, is now dead. The elder is a similar age to Umar's son. And her elderly father is still fighting for justice, as he was when we met him in Hong Kong in 2015.
Хавта 2 хүүхэд нь бага нь 2 настай, том нь 8 настай үлдсэн. За тэгээд хэд наслахыг бүү мэд, тийм ээ. Тэгэхээр би 3 үеийн дээр энэ одоо би тэнгэр шүтлэгтэй хүн.
At the end of 2022, a Malaysian civil court ordered the government, Razak Baginda and the 2 policemen to pay Altantuya's family $1 million in damages. But Umar doesn't believe he should have to pay.
I point to Razak Baginda. This is sum of money Razak Baginda sent to this is father, you know.
While the machinations of politics in Australia and Malaysia play out, for now the convicted murderer is a free man. But his freedom is fragile, perilous and uncertain.